BLKPRINT, BLKPRINT. We tell the stories bold and true, spotlighting me, spotlighting you. BLK, Boss Ladies and Kings magazines, Boss Ladies and Kings magazine. Lead vocals more than a name, it's a vibe, it's a flame. Power in every single page, dreamers and doers shining bright. We write the truth, we own the mic, hook, crescendo. BLKPRINT. Boss Ladies and Kings magazine. BLKPRINT. Boss Ladies and Kings magazine. BLK. Where the culture speaks and the crown fits.
Hello, everybody. It is your girl, TiTi Ladette. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. How are you guys today? I want to welcome you guys to another powerful edition of BLKPRINT TV and our show, Conversations with the Book Boss. This is where every story has purpose, every page has power, and every author leaves something behind that changes lives, okay? I am your host, Trina, TiTi Ladette Cleveland. As you know, I am the founder of GirlBoss Global Enterprises. I am the publisher of BLKPRINT Magazine. And tonight, guys, we get the privilege of sitting across from someone who has impacted my life in ways that many people will never, ever know. And sometimes people come into your life for a season. Sometimes they come to teach you. Some come to challenge you. And then there are those rare people that God strategically places in your path to help you survive long enough to discover your purpose. Okay? Tonight's guest is one of those people. To say that she saved my life at one point on a personal level would honestly be an understatement. I'm about to cry, guys, because this is really how this lady has impacted my life personally and even professionally. When I was learning theater, she didn't just encourage me, she taught me. She showed me how to build productions. She showed me how to budget a stage play, how to think beyond the curtain. She took me to the Bishop Arts Theater where she happened to be the costume designer and taught me really how excellence begins long before opening night. So she has stood beside me, not only as a mentor, not only as my costume designer, but as a sister, a prayer warrior. This is my friend, guys. She is a creative. She is someone whose life reflects restoration in every sense of the word. She is a visionary designer, an ordained minister, a teacher, a chaplain, and it is my honor to present this community advocate and author, speaker, everything you can think of, Ty Washington. Okay, I'm going to bring her on. Before I bring her on, I just want to let you guys know that tonight's show is going to be so great. Not only are we talking about her incredible book, From Bound to Bound, we're going to be discussing faith, purpose, and healing. Okay, so I want to welcome you guys to the table. This is amazing, guys. We are going to be talking about the upcoming GirlBoss Book Awards, Mics and Manuscripts weekend. So much. We have so much to unpack here tonight. So without further delay, I want to welcome you to the table. I want to give you time to go get your notebooks, go get you something to drink, and sit back and get some gems from this beautiful conversation. Again, guys, welcome to the table. This is Conversations with a Book Boss.
She don't do fluff, she don't do fake. If you ain't talking ownership, you too late. Pain game sharp like she cutting through loss. Turn pain into pages, that's a book boss. Talk deals, talk trauma, talk plot, twist truth. She publishing pain and empowering youth. From cell blocks to bestsellers, yeah, she paid the cost. Now it's mics and manuscripts, salute the boss. She got 6 imprints, juggles names like keys. Trying to pay them to a paperback with royalties, please. Coaching queens from the block to the board. She ain't just writing books, she opening doors. So if you scared of the real, take a different route, cause she gon' speak truth even when the lights out. Mic in her hand, crown on her head, and the legacy loud when the last word said. This a conversation, not a TED Talk flex. It's the blueprint for the ones that ain't made it yet. Publishing purpose and profit with sauce. Welcome to the table, conversations with a book boss.
I had to go backstage and cry, guys.
Got me out here crying.
Girl had me straight crying. Do you hear me? Hold on, let me get this music off here. Okay. Welcome, welcome, my sister. I am so glad to have you here tonight, everybody. I present to you my sister, Ty Washington. We've already prayed backstage, but I would like for her to come on and introduce herself.
So good evening, everyone. No matter where you are, good morning, good evening, good night. Listen, hello to everybody. So happy to be here. Such an honor. I'm already out of my breath. Is just taken away the way, you know, my sis came on. I'm just like, because we've been out there with each other for a minute. So it's like, I'm excited about this moment, and I'm hoping that, you know, you all get to embrace this journey that she and I have been able to share for a good while. And we got some tracks to still continue, but thank you so much for y'all coming on. And if it's a playback time, listen, hey, save it, because it's gonna be one of those ones for you.
Absolutely. Listen, sis, I'm going to try not to get too teary-eyed and mushy on here, because this is still a professional. This is a professional platform.
Listen,
so
it is professionally prepared.
Yes, if I tell you, I'm just in tears thinking about how far we've come, sis. But I do want to go on to what we're here to talk about is your book, From Bound to Bound. I'm really excited about it. So I would like for you to tell us what that title means and what really inspired you to write that book, and tell us what the book is about.
Okay, so that book, I'm just going to try to unpack it so I don't stay on this lane too long, but it had a double meaning. And so it's about boundaries and understanding what that looked like. So at one point, I was bound to my pain and shame and disappointment and things that I didn't fully understand, right? And so, but it had purpose. So I'm bound because I'm in healing. I'm in faith. I'm walking out an assignment to a place that God has prepared for my life. So there was just a season where I felt that my story, you know, was only about what I've been through, but that was just the beginning. God needed to show me that it was not just the end of my bondage, but it was rewriting my testimony through a poetic way that I can share with someone else if need be. So that's kind of what that was.
Okay. And so I hear your little puppy in the background. We got a visitor tonight. He want to be on camera, I see.
Yeah, let me get them silent.
Okay, take your time. Yeah, so this is a poetry book. So, you know, I know that you're an awesome poet.
Get them babies silent. Let me get them babies silent.
All right.
Kenny, I'm in my interview, Kenny. I can't open the door right now. Give me a moment. Hush, free, hush. Hush.
I'm gonna go to commercial break and we'll come back. Is that okay?
Let me get the baby silent right quick.
Yeah, let me go to commercial break. I'm finna play your commercial.
Thank you. My apologies,
We'll be right back. We'll be right back, guys, after this commercial break.
we celebrate you.
Hey, my beautiful people. It's your girl, Ty Washington. Yeah, it's been a busy week, but I need to take a moment, really like 30 seconds, to try to get you to understand why you need to vote for me, why I deserve your vote. It's a challenge going on here today, y'all. So listen, 3 categories: Leading Lady of the Year Award, Creative Expression Award, and Divine Ink Inspiration Book of the Year Award. For my From Bound to Bound, which is already an Amazon bestseller. I'm sure I'm bestseller in other places too, but listen, I'm gonna need y'all to vote. I'm gonna need y'all to get in there when you see my link pop up. And yes, I need your love and your prayers and all this cheering and congratulations, but I'm gonna need you to get in there and vote for me too, right? If my books have ever encouraged you, inspired you, blessed you, you or somebody you know, vote for me. If I've ever said something that encouraged you or inspired you or motivated you to the next level, vote for me. Okay? I'm going to need that vote. I'm going to be waiting for them votes. Your girl, Ty Washington.
We celebrate you. Yeah, we celebrate you.
GirlBoss Global, yeah, we breaking through. Celebrate the authors, amplify the creators, honor every voice, yeah, we major. This a black and gold night, yeah, we stepping in power.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm back.
We are back. We are back. We are back. Can you hear me, sis?
I can hear you. Thank you so much, y'all. My
Awesome.
apologies,
No
everybody. I hope
worries.
y'all love fur babies because that's what that saga was. So thank you.
Yes.
Right about that one.
We know that some people treat their fur babies like real babies. So we give you grace on that, sis.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you
We know
all.
how people are about their pets. And I know how you are. So
I love life. I love life. I love
I
life.
do
But back to
too.
the book, so I was inspired by what the Lord put before me, but it was done in parts. And so I began just composing it chapter by chapter, just little bits at a time. It wasn't something that just happened overnight. It was an extended period, and of course, my background. We got a thing that we got to unpack within my background, but during that journey, this book was composed of all those things, and it
Wow.
was difficult just choosing what I wanted to actually put in it. But the Lord led me to put just what was needed into it.
Wow. Well, I know that your ministry and your life's work, right? They're rooted in restoration. When did you realize God intended for your pain to become part of your purpose?
So let me tell you, He stopped me in my tracks. And I had to stop saying, why is this happening to me? Because we always like, God, why is this happening to me? Like, things just not gonna happen. You could be trying to do the right thing, showing up trying to be right by people. But the Lord showed me, I started to ask, Lord, how are you gonna use this? How are you gonna use this? And so at that point, of course, again, nothing happened overnight. My healing has been a journey. And so I began to see my pain as a thing that I survived to help me have compassion for people. So the person people meet is because of what I've experienced, but I had to get there. He gave me a language to be able to share what I share when I'm talking to people. He showed me how to be patient. When people see how I am with individuals, it's not to say that I don't have up and down and challenging days, but this gave me a way to be able to communicate it and how not to judge, how to deal with someone who's been broken. And so these things all
Wow.
collaborated together helped me be able to have purpose that I could share with women, men, families, people in difficult situations. And then it don't have to sound like I'm just being all with theory with it, because a lot of times when people go to like to counseling or to therapy, it seemed like a written script. And so
It's clinical. It's clinical.
it seems clinical,
Yeah.
right? And so my conversations that I have with individuals is because it's a genuine experience that I get to share with other people that's been lived in real time.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I want to take a moment because we do have people that are joining us. So I want to take a moment to thank you guys for joining us. If you are just now tuning in, we are with Miss Ty Washington. This is my sister. She's my mentor. She's my friend, one of my very, very best friends. She is the Thelma to my Louise. We are just we just in there. She's been a costume designer for me. She's done this professionally. She's so much in one person. But tonight we're talking about her book, From Bound to Bound. Ty is also in the Girl Boss Global Book Award. So we're going to be putting her links in the chat tonight for you guys to go in and vote for her. So she's part of the book awards, and she'll also be in Austin, Texas at Mike's and Manuscripts. So you guys want to come and get a signed copy of her book. So again, I want to thank you guys for joining us. I also want to let you know that at the end of the show, she and I will both be doing a giveaway. So she's going to give away a book, a signed copy of her book, and I'm going to give away a golden mic pass. That means you get to come to all 3 of the workshops that will be at Mike's and Manuscripts on September 26th in Austin, Texas. So thank you guys for joining us. Hey, my grandma, my play grandma, Hazel Marie is on. Miss Kitchen is on. That's my grandma from the Pink Elephant stage play. I'm sure you remember her, Ty, the grandmother from the
Yes,
play.
I know Grandma Hazel in there.
So yeah,
I can hear her singing right now. I can hear her singing.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, so we have El Renee on. She is the Think Pink ambassador. So again, I want to thank you guys for joining us tonight. And we're gonna get back into this interview. We are talking to Miss Ty Washington. So again, Ty, as we get back to where we were. Now you're an author, you're a minister, you're a designer, teacher, speaker, community advocate, and so much more. How do you balance wearing so many hats but still remain authentic to what God called you to be?
So let me tell you, I don't see it as wearing many hats. I just see that I'm allowing God to use me how He see fit in all those arenas that He has blessed me to have. So I learned to just let it be expressed in the different things that I do. So whether I'm writing, I'm teaching, sharing, sewing, ministering, whether I'm designing, or if I'm just trying to encourage somebody, it's all the same to me. It's just a part of my makeup toward restoration, with walking in purpose and being able to help people see the value of themselves. You know what I'm saying? And the balance is just knowing my why. That's where it comes in. I understand my why. I can't be everything to everybody, so I don't try to. I just try to be faithful to what God has put before me. And so my authentic person gets to show up. And I don't try to separate all of that, because like I could be fixing a dress for somebody and they thought they came for a fitting or an alteration, and they get a fitting in an alteration doing that session, So I just kind of show up in whatever that I need to be showing up in those moments.
I love the way you explain that. That is really good. I may have to steal a little bit of that, but I do understand when you have so many talents and so many gifts, and people, and sometimes I don't even like to tell people everything that I do, because they're thinking like, I can't have you work for me. There's no possible way you're going to be able to do all of that and still give me what I need. But it can be done because we're doing it with God. So I'm glad you said that. I love that.
Yeah.
So, many people know you for your incredible wearable art. And if you don't know, guys, listen, let me tell y'all something. Ty just won this major fashion show competition through Goodwill. And I need to tell y'all, I watched it on YouTube. I watched it live, right? I was rooting so hard for Ty. That was so amazing. And Ty, let me tell you how cold. Yeah, let me tell you how cold you are, because I didn't think you was gonna win. It was one person. Now I'm not saying sis, you was good. You was good. You were the best. Obviously, you were the best. But it was one person that I thought was gonna give you a run for your money, and she.
Which one was it?
It was the one. I gotta go back and look at it. But I think
Okay,
I
okay.
told you that because I told you said, "Oh, I've already done. I did that a couple of years ago." It was whatever her design was. You told me you had already did, and I said, "Well, it was so
Yeah.
unique." And you said I did that a couple of years ago, and I'm thinking like, but the designs that these women were wearing and
It's
rocking.
the one with the record. It's the one with the
It
record. I
was the
know
one
what
with
you're
the
talking about.
records. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
made their art. Like they went to Goodwill and made clothing out of art. Ty made hers out of book pages, guys. She made a whole design, a whole dress, had a whole suit out of book pages, and it moved and shimmered and moved and flowed like an outfit, but it was book pages. I was blown away. That's what I was like. That's my sister. That's a girl boss.
Oh, that's good. Mouse.
That was my sister. So I'm super proud of you. So many
Thank you
people
so
know
much.
you. Yeah, many people know you from your incredible wearable art and costume design. How has creativity become another form of ministry in your life?
It's always been my ministry. I learned that when I got really still, that my sewing had been sewing. And
Mm,
I didn't realize my sewing was sewing until it showed me it had sewn back into me. So it was a part of my ministry because my designs were speaking words that hadn't even been said.
wow.
Whenever I create something that's wearable for somebody, depending on what it is that they're looking for, I'm making something that's beautiful, but I'm also telling a story. I'm listening to the individual, what their need is. I'm helping somebody to feel seen, to feel confident, to feel covered, to feel celebrated, and I
I love
transform them
it.
because I'm taking what they're wanting to have and giving them what they saw in their mind. So it taught me on something spiritual that God can take anything and make something out of it. And since
Yes,
He's
he
the
can.
Father of Creator and He created me, I love taking fragments and scraps and things that people seem to want to overlook, like people try to do us, and make something beautiful and purposeful out of it. So it's always been something that now I know is ministry, and so as well as restoration, like that outfit. They asked me what made me want to do that outfit out of something unconventional. I said, well, you know what, Mike's and manuscripts. I said, I'm an
Right.
author and I'm in the store and I said, and this lady said, what are you gonna do with those books? You're a reader? I said, oh, I can't. I tell you what I'm about to do with these books, ma'am. Yes, I'm an avid reader. I said, but I'm about to tear them up and make them into something. She was like, you got this. And I received that thing, but I
Wow.
told the judges that I wanted to tell a story. So I took the pages and I lined them up with certain books and certain titles and certain topics that had scriptures and words that could be um a message, but then I had a lot of work. It was a lot of molding and a lot of prepping and things to get that paper and glue and water to do what it does. But
Wow.
that's life. You know what I'm saying? We go through grimy, scrunchy, wet, dry, hard situations that got to get taken apart and stitched over and put back
Mm.
together. And then it
See,
tells a story. You're looking good in it. If they saw what that book went through before,
yes,
that's us.
ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. I love it. I love it, sis. Well, again, I want to thank you for sharing all of that with us. I think we have some more people that have joined us. We are going to give you a chance to do some shout outs toward the end. But for timely manners and to keep everything on time, we are going to take a quick commercial break. We will be right back after these messages. I do want to give an opportunity to give my sponsor a shout out, which is Pop Bone Smile Veneers. So I do want to give them a shout out and thank them very much for our partnership. So Ty, if you don't mind, I'm going to bring on another commercial break and we'll be right
Awesome.
back.
Love
Okay.
it.
Thank
Yes.
you. Customer appreciation. 7 years, guys. 7 years. 7 years ago, after I had a major car accident, it left me searching for an affordable dental solution. So I took a chance on Pop On Smile veneers. And guys, 7 years later, and I still have them. Now, I recently ordered a new pair, and not because these weren't still good, but because I wanted a different shade. Your product has given me the confidence to smile in photos, produce videos, podcasts, and show up as my authentic self. So again, I want to thank you, Pop On Veneers, for being such an affordable, amazing solution.
We celebrate you.
Hey, my beautiful people. It's your girl, Ty Washington. Yeah, it's been a busy week, but I need to take a moment, really like 30 seconds, to try to get you to understand why you need to vote for me, why I deserve your vote. It's a challenge going on here today, y'all. So listen, 3 categories: Leading Lady of the Year Award, Creative Expression Award, and Divine Ink Inspiration Book of the Year Award. For my From Bound to Bound, which is already an Amazon bestseller. I'm sure I'm bestseller in other places too, but listen, I'm gonna need y'all to vote. I'm gonna need y'all to get in there when you see my link pop up. And yes, I need your love and your prayers and all this cheering and congratulations, but I'm gonna need you to get in there and vote for me too, right? If my books have ever encouraged you, inspired you, blessed you, you or somebody you know, vote for me. If I've ever said something that encouraged you or inspired you or motivated you to the next level, vote for me. Okay? I'm going to need that vote. I'm going to be waiting for them votes. Your girl, Ty Washington.
We celebrate you. Yeah, we celebrate you.
GirlBoss Global, yeah, we breaking through.
I love it. I love that, Taz. I'm gonna need the votes. Matter of fact, right now I'm about to drop your voting links in our comments, guys. So please go and vote for my sister. Right now, I'm dropping those links in the comments. The voting links are there, guys. Go ahead and go and vote for her. Go and order her book From Bound to Bound on Amazon. We're not just here to talk about it and just get all her information. We're here to support her and to let her know that we appreciate the gifts that she has putting into the universe for us to enjoy. So let's go get right back into our interview, Ty. I want to thank you again for just being a guest tonight. I know that you're very busy. We're all super busy, but I know that you have a lot going on, and I know that you have the Ty Washington Group, and I want you to tell us a little bit more about the Ty Washington Group and the programs that you've created, including like the right release, so and so, and Educated Life After the X, and the impact that these programs have had on the communities you serve.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. So Ty Washington Group, of course, is my head of a series of things. I had to kind of compile me into a thing. Like, Tina, what do you do? I'm like, please don't ask that question. It's all over the place. I want to try to land somewhere. So it's fashion, education, and ministry. So that's Ty Washington Group at large. And so it has a series of all those things mixed in there. So the Right Release is a little small group that I have with some young ladies where we are like journaling. And because you hear about trying to be released, trying to get released, released from what? You're trying to come out here to this so-called free world is not United States. Honey, listen, you need to have the right release. So we write and journal to get things out. So therefore you're prepared and you're ready when whatever that release is, you're ready for that. So that's kind of my little group.
You this. Is that a group for prison women incarcerated?
Yes, so this was some of the women behind the wall. Yes, indeed. Now, I will eventually try to do that on the outside, but right now it was something that was needed behind the walls with the women that we serve through ministry. And because they knew I was into writing, and a lot of them, they like to write in journal and while they're meditating and studying. And so we talked about the right release, so,
Right.
and then so is my personal sewing classes that we do. I do host them in a plethora of ways, through groups, through hosting parties, through private learning sessions, but it's sewing and learning how to sew. So typically my projects may be something like a bag or a blanket that you can make and you can bless and pass it on a gift to somebody else. A bag to help them learn to unpack things or to pack things in with them. You're sewing, and sewing, and then with the blanket, everyone wants to be hugged and snugged and warm. So the things we do with the projects that we work on, is kind of built under that. So educated is my way of working with the schools, my private lessons, where, in sewing, you're learning a lot of things. You're learning a lot of life skills and motor skills. They're teaching them how to read a pattern, how to do math. You got to know how to do some ching ching when you're shopping, buying fabric and buying your tools, how to use your fabric wisely, how to use your scraps. So knowing the numbers and things like that. So I'm teaching and educating them with basic learning skills. And so I have a lot of material that's under Sew Education. I have an activity book for the kids that teach them the alphabets from applique to button to crafting, with the
Oh,
ABCs and
wow.
one,
That's
two, three. So
awesome.
I'm so educated. And so with Life After the X, of course, it's me letting everybody know, like, listen, the X is not the final say. The X is not the final say. Don't get the last word in a situation. So no matter what you're coming from and through, whether it's incarceration, divorce, grief, shame, abuse, addiction, rejection, fear, loss of something, that X in that experience don't get the final say. There's a life after that, which is your
Amen.
testimony that you get to share.
Amen. You better say it. I'm living
Yeah.
life after the X, honey. Right now,
Yes.
life after
Right
the X.
now. Right
Yes.
now.
Right
Right
now.
now.
Right now. I
Yeah.
love it. Well, I know that you've mentored and encouraged so many leaders behind the scenes. Let me ask you this, just to kind of switch it up a little bit. What qualities do you believe every leader should possess?
A true leader don't just create followers. So you have people who want to just have people that follow them so they can, I'm the leader. But a true leader helps people rise. They
Mhm.
build. And I believe a great leader should have like humility,
Mhm.
integrity, compassion, have courage, and be consistent. Like while the ladies, they work with me because I show up. I'm consistent. You know what I'm saying? So a great leader don't just want to be seen. A great leader is willing to serve everybody, not
Wow.
just to be seen and be somebody clap for them, not just so they can be heard. They're there to listen. You know what I'm saying? So leadership is not just a title to me. It's a responsibility. It's something that I carry with high regards. You know what I'm saying? And not just because I want to have the influence. You gotta carry that thing as though it can be fragilely lost and broken and not be yours.
That's
So
good. That's
we're helping
good.
people become stronger, better, wiser, and more confident in knowing what God created them for. So it's the Me Too thing. The Me Too thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Sis, I'm so glad you said that. You reminded me of what a leader is. And I often say that I'm a leader and I do show up and I do possess a lot of those qualities. But you just reminded me that I need to be even sharper and I need to be even more intentional about displaying those qualities. So thank you for sharing that because that is
Thank you.
truly what a leader is. You're right. You're right. Um, another thing that I wanted to kind of talk about because and I know these questions are a little bit all over the place, but I wanted to try and give us much room to breathe and conversate as we could. So we've talked about leadership, we talked about so many things, and we talked about restoration and healing. And so I wanted to move in a little bit about forgiveness because I know forgiveness is a true part of all of that. True forgiveness is a part of restoration, forgiveness is a
Wow.
part of healing, and forgiveness is often easier said than done. So I wanted to ask you, how has forgiveness played a role in your own healing and restoration?
So forgiveness is huge. Okay. I'm going to use the analogy of when we're like locked up, right? And we have these lockdowns, and so we have to put all these things together that we gotta go through and things like that. And so we packing all these things. And so unforgiveness is sometimes all those things we packing up that we don't even need to be keeping. And we're about to go through the security thing, which is life, to reach our ultimate purpose. But you need to find forgiveness and let things go. And so you trying to pack all these things, there's probably all kind of contraband up in there. Your hurt, your bitterness, your shame, your guilt, just all kind of madness going on. And you going through security and you thinking you're going to get through on some stuff. You got to unpack it. So it's a hard thing when you're trying to let things go. And you constantly have these rack downs and rack ups to go through these things in life. But we go through and we try to sneak through them. You know how we try to maneuver through it and think we're getting over, but you're not going anywhere. It's going to be found out. So I had to learn that forgiveness does not mean that what happened to me is okay. It's not okay. We don't never want to discount anything that someone has gone through that was traumatic. And it don't mean you got to forget it. But it does mean that you got to let it go. Okay.
Amen.
Now, people think when you say, I forgive you, I'm giving you access to me. It don't mean that. So that was my biggest part, is that I forgive somebody and let them back in, and then they hurt me again. I had to learn that's where boundaries come in. You don't have access to me. Forgiveness means I refuse to keep letting this pain control my heart, my future, and my obedience to God. You know what I'm saying? It helped me to get free from carrying people that I should have let go. Remember, you open up saying some people with you for a short time, and some people for like sometimes we gotta let them go, but memories that don't serve me any good, that I don't even need to be using in my testimonies, wounds from when I was little that was too heavy. I'm just packing it and just packing it. Had to let it go. And it opened up so many doors for peace, so many doors for purpose, so many doors for my passion, my love for people. It allowed me to heal. And so I got a chance to understand people better because I chose to forgive. Yeah, but it's not easy. It's not easy.
Not easy.
Not easy.
You know, one of the ways I had to learn to forgive, and this was one of the assignments that was given to me when I was actively participating in a 12-step fellowship. They told me to, the person that I was upset with or that I had an issue with, was to pray for them for 30 days until I could pray for them the same things for them that I wanted for myself. And honey, let me tell you something. That was a deep assignment, because for the first week I couldn't get them, but God bless. God bless them. Have my mind. Yes, God bless them. You know, and then eventually I got to where I could pray these prayers. And by the 30th day, I was full on falling on my face in prayer
So good.
for the person that I was really just had
It was
a
fear.
hate
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
And then when I
Yes.
would get up from that, and after that 30 day, on that 31st day, for some reason, it just wasn't there anymore. It just wasn't there anymore.
Wow.
And you're right. You know, it doesn't mean that I have to allow you access to me, but it does mean that I have to reconcile to a certain extent. That means when I see you in public, I can't act like you a ghost, because I have been known to do that. I still have to speak, because at the end of forgiveness is reconciliation, believe it or not.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
it may not be like we want it to be or like that person wants it to be, but there has to be a certain thing where we can come together. We're in public. We got to be able to connect and say on a human level and say,
Yes.
hello, how are
Yes.
you? I'm fine.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Yes.
You understand? So I
That's
love
so
that.
good.
And thank you
Yes.
for everything you shared on forgiveness, because you are
Yes.
certainly right.
Let
Now,
me tell you this. Let me tell you this. To
go ahead.
forgive is to live.
Hmm.
Otherwise, you are just existing.
Hold on. Let me put
You
that in.
experience life in a new way after that 31st day. To forgive is to live. Otherwise, you just existing. Because that day one, whoo, Lord just bless them. You were just existing in that situation.
Yeah.
But day 31, you was living that thing. You was like meaning it because you want that for you. You giving it out.
Yes, I'm writing that down. Otherwise, you are just exist. To forgive is to live. Otherwise, you are just existing. That's beautiful. I love it. I just put that in the chat for anybody that want to hold on to that
You
gem.
better hold on to it.
That's a gem right there, sis. Really, it is. You are joining us in September for the Girl Boss Global Book Awards and Mics and Manuscripts Weekend.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
ask you, sis, really and truly, because you're not in Austin, you're coming from out of town. Why did you decide to become part of this movement, and what are you most looking forward to?
So I'm gonna give the world a throwback that they don't know about us. I'm just gonna put it right here, this whole front of the screen. I don't know if anybody can see the name of that book. You see the name of that book. One thing I know is that we have a permanent connection. But I chose to take part of this movement is because I truly believe in what the mission is about.
Yes.
Coming together, uplifting, building, and supporting others. This is not even about you, even though you're a part of putting it together. And I love to be a part of teams that's about other people being lifted up.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the it's the creativeness. You know, I get to meet authors and other creative people and women of influence and purpose that's willing to come and support each other authentically, not because somebody's paying them, not because they're just trying to get a whole bunch of kudos. Yeah, we got the award event, but we're coming because we want to connect with each other and
Oh,
lift
that's
each other up.
beautiful.
And
Absolutely.
I'm not missing this Me Too moment. I'm jumping in there and becoming a part of it. Um, so yes, that's why I'm doing it. I love you and I support you.
Yes,
But
you do.
if you wasn't you, I would come if I saw this event
Oh wow. Well,
because
I
I
want to
believe
thank you,
in this movement.
sis. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because you didn't just come as a regular supporter. You got the vendor elite package. I said, well, let me give her the elite package.
Listen,
So I want to
listen.
thank you because you do support me. I support you and we
You
support each
do.
other. This is going to be an amazing event. And I'm so glad that you're going to be a part of it. I can't wait to hug your face and I just can't
Yeah,
wait
yeah,
to
yeah,
see you, sis. I feel
yeah.
like it's been forever since I've seen you,
Yeah,
and I'm
it's
just
been a
so
minute. I
honored.
cannot wait for this full circle from when you're my first publishing company. Like this is so surreal for me. And
Yeah,
again, because it is so surreal for me, it's extra special. But just the whole mission behind it is so meaningful. And I'm in there. Yeah, we in there, and I can't wait to hug your face too. Yes,
all
yes,
right.
yes, yes.
Can't wait to see you. Well, I want to give you, we're on our final thoughts. I did want to give you just 1 minute to encourage every woman who feels broken, overlooked, ready to give up. I want to know what you would want to say to her and what she needs to hear.
Don't give up in the woman in you. Don't give up on the woman in you. God is still building. And guess what? He's still in the building. He's
Mm.
still building and he's in the building. You may feel
He's
broken
still building and he's still in the building.
in the building. You may feel broken, but brokenness don't mean you're useless.
Yes.
You may feel overlooked, but overlooked don't mean you're forgotten. You're
Amen.
not, because he's in the building.
He's in the
You
building.
may get tired. Long nights, hard working, but tired don't mean it's finished because he's
Amen.
still building while he's in the building. So if you got to, take another breath, but make that step. Ask for help. We ask each other for help all the time. We start over again. It's okay to have to stop and
Mm,
start back over. Okay,
mm,
but
mm,
allow
mm.
yourself to heal and grieve slowly if you have to while you're doing it. But don't stop. Because guess what? That story is not over. The ex
Amen.
don't get the last say. It don't get the last word.
Life after the X. There is life after the X.
Don't give up in the
Absolutely.
woman in you. God is still building her. Okay, that's it. That's what I
I
got for y'all.
love it. I love it. Well, sis, I want to thank you again for all of your wisdom and for everything that you said here tonight, for bringing us these wonderful gems that you dropped on us. We can't wait to vote for you. I'll
Yes,
be voting tonight. Everybody that comes on my platform, I'm going to vote for them.
please, thank you.
It might be a couple of dollars there,
It's
but
okay. Every dollar
I gotta
counts.
be real careful how I vote, because I'm gonna vote for everybody in the contest just so that everybody knows I'm gonna spend the same
We
amount
understand. We
on
understand. We want to keep it
everybody.
fair. We want to keep it fair.
But I
But
do.
everybody else online, y'all vote for me, okay? Join them.
Yes,
Join the
y'all vote
mission.
for my sis. Now, the voting links are in the comments. I'll also make another post with her voting links. Now, we have a giveaway to give away. Before we do our giveaway, I want to give you an opportunity to give any shout outs and to let people know how they can reach you.
Hey, Grandma Hazel. Okay, I see you online. I can't see some of the other comments on there. I can't see y'all, but hey, whoever's in there, thank y'all for showing up and hanging out with us this evening. I definitely appreciate you taking the time to just be connected with us. Listen, you can connect with me on my website, all social media platforms through Ty Washington Group or Life After the X. Listen, I'm so unique. If you type in Life After the X, it's gonna roll over to me. If you
Mm,
type in Ty Washington Group, we in there. Website, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and what's that other one over there? YouTube. Yeah, Life
yes.
After the X.
I love it. I love it. Well, we're gonna do a giveaway. We have people bumping in and out of the screen stream. Hold on one second. I went all night without coughing, and here I go. We have people jumping in and out of the stream, so I'm not going to hold them to it tonight. What I want you to do, Ty, is think of a number between 1 and 30. Think of a number between 1 and 30. I will do the same. We will tell each other our numbers. Nobody will know. I'll know yours and you'll know mine. And
Okay.
then we'll be posting this up. We'll keep sharing this video until we get enough people to give us the numbers. And then when do you want to do the cutoff?
Let's make it by Saturday.
Okay, we'll do the cutoff Saturday. And
Saturday.
Saturday, whoever get no, that's gonna get let me and guess the number, buddy. That's
Oh,
too
let
low.
me then get somebody in. Okay, we're gonna give them to Friday then.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll do it
we do
Friday.
Friday.
Friday morning. Whoever
Friday
guesses
night.
the
Friday
number.
night. Okay, come on in. Friday
Yeah,
night.
we can't do Friday night. I gotta work Friday night.
Okay,
I
so
still have a corporate job, so we'll do
we
Friday
don't,
morning.
you know what? Friday morning.
Friday morning.
Friday morning before you clock in. How about that?
Friday morning before I clock in,
Catch
we'll
us
let you
at
know
brunch.
who wins.
Brunch, honey. Friday for brunch because breakfast will still be asleep.
No, you'll be asleep. I'll be up. Well, what I'm gonna do though, again, we'll tell each other our number. So a number between 1 and 30. Guys, we are giving away, I'm giving away a 3 workshop pass. It is called the Golden Mic Pass. Myself, Shirley Latour, and Arnikia Robinson, we are doing workshops at Mics and Manuscripts. They'll be strategically placed throughout the day. Each workshop, you can come in and learn from the industry expert on how to make better content, the way you can build your brand into your book into a brand and a brand into a business. There's so many things that we are going to be talking about. Shirley's going to specifically be talking to entrepreneurs. Arnikia is going to specifically be talking to creatives. And I am going to be specifically talking to authors and publishers. So I am excited about what Mics and Manuscripts is going to be. It is an economic empowerment. It is economic empowerment. I want everybody to make money. And that's why we're doing this. Okay, so Ty, again, I want to thank you for coming on, my love. We'll give each other our numbers offline. And Friday morning, I'll come back and I'll announce the winners. Again, you're going to get a copy of Ty's book, From Bound to Bound. And then you'll get a a golden mic pass to all 3 workshops at Mics and Manuscripts, okay? Love you guys. Ty, you have any final words?
Final words?
Yeah,
Listen.
do you have any final words?
Listen, see y'all on Friday. Vote for Ty. Support Mics and Manuscripts. And we are going to be looking forward to seeing and hearing from you guys because of tonight's event and show. Thank you. We love you.
Yay. Thank you, Ty.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, what an amazing show. Tonight has been absolutely amazing. But before we get out of here, again, I have to remind you about our upcoming events. If you just heard us talking about Mics and Manuscripts, the night before that, though, we have the tickets are on sale for the GirlBoss Global Book Awards. Let me make this clear, guys. This event is open to the general public, so you can buy a ticket. But if you know an author that's being honored, an entrepreneur, or publisher, or whoever's being nominated for an award, or if you just want to come and have an excellent evening out with a nice meal and red carpet moments, to be taking pictures on our red carpet with our photographer team, just come out, guys. This is going to be a wonderful event. And what I love is a friend of mine, Sister Deshawn, she always says, if Hollywood can honor theirs with excellence, then so can God's people. So this is a night of Black excellence, guys. I want you to come out, and it's not just for Black people, but it is, most of the authors are women of color. So come out and celebrate these authors, okay? Again, I want to thank you guys. You guys have a wonderful night, and we'll see you next time on Conversations with a Book Boss.
GirlBoss Global Enterprises, bringing your brand to life and your vision to the world. Where purpose meets power and Black women run the world. Where purpose meets power. Where purpose meets power. Where purpose meets power and Black women run the world.
Write it, publish it, own it.